Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole, and in today's video we want to answer the question: is Hogwarts Legacy interesting for people who are not dabbling in Harry Potter at all? So you have never read the books, you have never watched the movies, like you have absolutely no clue what Harry Potter is about. And the question is, of course, is this game for you? One last thing before we're answering the question. We will not go into the whole J.K. Rowling controversy here, because let's be real, if you have already decided that this is a problem for you, and rightfully so, let's be real here, she is a horrible human being, but if you have decided that for yourself, then nothing what I will tell you will change your mind, and you will not play the game anyways. So this video is not really for you. It is made for the people who have really never dabbled in Harry Potter at all. So, let's answer the question. Is this game for you? Short answer? Yes. Yes, it is. It is totally enjoyable as a non-Harry Potter fan. Longer answer? It depends on the two things which are present in the game. That is the lore, the world, and the characters, and the gameplay, right? And we have to take a look at both of them. So first, let's talk about the lore, the world, and so on and so forth. Yes, this is set in the Harry Potter universe, but what is very important to note, that this whole thing is playing 120 years before the whole Harry Potter timeline is even beginning. So you don't really meet any of the characters from the books or the movies, like none at all, because they're not alive yet. And even the world you are playing in has, of course, changed tremendously from, well, where the game is playing in and to the Harry Potter timeline. So you're not even necessarily missing out anything. And even though they have, of course, faithfully recreated Hogwarts, which is the castle, aka the school, and a lot of areas in here, keep in mind that the books and movies were not very particular on certain areas in that Harry Potter world. So the game is basically one of the very first medias out there which is doing a complete recreation and is imagining how the castle would look like. Because as I said, in the books and even in the movies, yes, they have shown the castle, they have showed areas, but they only showed a small percentage of it, and the rest was left to your imagination. The same goes with the surrounding areas. There's Hogsmeade, which is part of the Harry Potter world, but even there it was always, like, it wasn't really fully explained to the person what to expect there, and the same goes with a lot of other areas. Now let's talk about the characters. As I said, this is playing 120 years before Harry Potter, and you will not meet any of the characters. There wasn't a single moment where I was like, oh, it's this character from the books. No, not at all. There are some characters who have the same names because they're ancestors of some of the characters from the books, like the Weasley family is in here. But again, they have no bearing really. Like it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And now the next question is, yeah, but what is with the lingo, with the creatures which are in this game? Shouldn't I know anything about Harry Potter? Well, not really, because most of the creatures you will meet in Hogwarts Legacy and of course in the Harry Potter world are just fantasy creatures. You know, unicorns, centaurs, griffins, dragons, trolls, you name it. If you have ever had anything to do with fantasy games, you already know all the creatures which are in there, and there's not too many surprises. Yes, Harry Potter has a few unique creatures, but you can basically count them on one hand, so it doesn't really matter at all. And the same goes with the spells. Do I have to know the spells? No, the spells are some weird mix of English and pseudo-Latin. They're mixing it together, and that's basically all. Like, you don't need to know the world and the story behind it. Like, there are no throwbacks, there are no connections there. It is its own thing. And that brings us to the second point, the gameplay. This game can stand on its own. It's a fully fledged RPG with everything which is to it. You have leveling, You have your equipment, you have your talents, you have your quest, your side quests, mini games, you have exploring like in a Skyrim game, and you can pretty much go through a big world map to find like all the little secrets. So you have everything you would expect from an open world RPG, right? And so you don't really have to know like any special integrates. Excuse me. You don't really have to look out for any special integrates because it is just a normal RPG. A full-fledged RPG like The Witcher, right? It actually feels quite a bit like The Witcher Werewolf Sides of the Sword play, but a lot of the activities, a lot of the exploration mechanics are very close to what you would expect from The Witcher 3. So they have been doing a really, really good job at that. And so, no, the gameplay is not at all bound to Harry Potter in any shape or form. And that really leads us to what I said at the beginning. The game is completely playable without you knowing any Harry Potter. Like, you don't have to, and I would even go so far to say this game could have stood on its own. It doesn't need the Harry Potter license, which probably would help with a lot of the controversies going on right now with the game. But yeah, the gameplay itself is just good. It is a really, really good RPG with all the mechanics. Like the world building, the characters, how you create your character, how you play your character, decision makings in the game, and so on and so forth. Like there's everything in here which you would expect from a good RPG. So, to say it again, yes, you can play the game without knowing the slightest about the Harry Potter universe, and you will enjoy it. But with that said, we are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to like and to subscribe to the channel for more videos coming up. We're not just playing Hogwarts Legacy here. We are focusing on quite a bit of games. Company of Heroes 3 is coming up soon, Sons of the Forest, and there will be also videos here on the channel for that. We are also doing live streams here on the channel from Monday to Friday, starting at 8 AM ET. That is 1 PM UK time and 2 PM Central European time. And if you want to stop by and say hi and be part of the community, you are more than welcome for that. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.